Dreams and how to interpret them. General introduction. In this topic, we shall attempt the definition of dream so as to use it as a working definition for a topic to discuss tonight. We shall discuss briefly on the definition of dream, and then we shall also discuss on the different notions of some scholars on dreams and some scriptural evidences of dreams as it's natural to every human person. We shall look at the three main types of dream and then delve into the interpretation of dreams, which will culminate in the dream symbols and meaning. By way of definition, Louis M. Savary and Co. defines dream as spontaneous symbolic experience lived out in their inner world during sleep. According to them, dreams are composed of a series of images, actions, thoughts, words, and feelings over which we seem to have little or no conscious control over them. Now you get this definition from their book titled Dreams and Spiritual Growth, page 4. With the above as our working definition, we now look at varying opinions of people on the concept of dream. Many people conceive dream as it is a as a working life. That is by the implication what they experience during their sleep, which we call dream. Some equate it to be something that is real. Some persons consider dream as a source of divination, that is a means of predicting the future. Some consider dream as an illusory. Some consider it as an extension of waking state, in which emotional needs of the day are most often realized. That reminds me of a story of a guy who was seriously seeking to have an affair with a lady, even though he approached this lady and the lady refused. But during his sleep, he could imagine, and at the point of dreaming, you see him having a sexual affair with this lady. On waking up, this guy will be very proud of himself that even though you refused me physically, I dreamt about you. And that actually used to give him joy. And that's why the fourth point here says it is an extension of waking state, in which emotional needs of the day are most often realized. Interpretation. Let us look at dream interpretation. How do we interpret these dreams? Now that we have discovered that dreams are part of the experiences we have daily when we go to bed, how do we interpret these dreams? Now, we shall make use of the 5 steps by Mark Smaller, PhD, the president of American Psychoanalytic Association. According to him, step 1, as soon as you wake up, write down everything you can remember about your dream. recording as many objects, people, and locations as possible. One of Freud's greatest discoveries was that tiny elements of your dreams can point to big issues. So a lot of information gets condensed into a small detail. Step 2. Write down the association each detail carries for you. For example, if the dream took place in your childhood home, consider what's significant about that place and how it might relate to the larger premise of the dream. Step 3. Write down the emotions the dream sparked. Were you exhilarated or afraid, upset? How about when you wake up? How do you feel when you wake up? Step 4. Ask yourself, what else in your life inspires these same emotions? For example, if your childhood home reminds you of being bullied by your elder brother, think about what is happening in your life now that parallels that experience. Now, step 5. Return to your list of associations and try to combine them into a single narrative. For instance, your childhood story reminds you of being bullied or sexually abused. For instance, one maybe who has been raped during the course of hawking, or most of these ladies that sometimes they carry oranges on hairs, be selling to one place to another. Sometimes you go to bed and you experience dreams coming across such images. So you connect that in real life. Then go forth into your working life, armed with greater insight into what is going on in your head. To establish the fact that dream is a natural phenomenon. Everyone dreams. This is proven scientifically and scripturally. Dream is all about recognizing my dream as a divine message sent to me, enveloped in symbols. With this very notion, the interpretation of such symbols become very fundamental in the social, moral, psychological, and spiritual growth of the individual. We cannot exhaust all about dreams. People encounter dreams, they experience dreams in different aspects. Just like I say, it is both individual and subjective. For Plato, fantasy and lawless dreams can be aroused by the wild beast in us. One should awaken his rational powers and recollect himself before going to bed, so as to avoid the experience of bad dreams. So for Plato, virtuous people have virtuous dreams. And this, you can see it. People who are having grudges against one another, most time when they go to bed, they begin to experience some kind of dreams that portrays that which they are having in real life, the unforgiving spirit. One, for instance, who is a virgin, the dreams of such person usually revolves around holy things, not of those impurity and all that. That is the aspect Plato is coming towards. So for Aristotle, dreams are conceptual fantasies and easily affected by strong emotions and bodily disturbances. For him, they are natural to man and generally have natural explanation. Now, how does dream occur? It's a very fundamental question. And this question will take us to the scientific findings on dream. The use of electroencephalogram, that is EEG, or recording of brain waves. During night sleep, one goes through a certain pattern of sleeping cycles that fluctuate between light and deep sleep. That is, EEG reflect the variation of the depth stages in the sleeping cycles. So according to scientific research, it is at the light stages that emerge from deep sleep that dreams seem to occur. Now you can get this on the New Catholic Encyclopedia, page 1053. At dream period, there is an increase in the heart and respiratory rate in the dreamer. Now, for us to know that dream is real and every human being experience it, you can also find this in scripture. Dream as a means of instructing man, confirmed Matthew chapter 1 verse 20, Genesis chapter 20 verse 3, chapter 28 verse 12 forward. Dream as a means of revealing hidden truths, as you can see it in 1 Samuel chapter 28 verse 6. Now let us quickly look at the three main types of dream. Daydreaming is a passive imagination in the working condition. Dreaming is also passive imagination during light sleep. So there are work of the subconscious mind. They are apprehended as actual perceptions during dream. But they are not perceived products produced by external objects and do not agree with them. Rather, they are images produced by the unconscious mind. Remember, asleep, the critical faculty is mostly suspended. Hence, dream images are often combined in an absurd and coherent manner. 2. Dreamed illusions. They are excited by external stimuli. A man sleeping in a well-lighted room sometimes dreams of a conflagration. A man sleeping with insufficient clothes, maybe during harmattan, may dream of swimming in a river when exposed to a shower of rain. 3. Dream hallucinations. They are excited by central stimuli or a train of thoughts and images. Let us take, for instance, a young man who has love for a girl so deeply that is longing to have an affair with such a lady. Very often, he will likely be dreaming about such a lady. Some dreams are actuated by ungratified sex desire. And this, we remember the thoughts of Sigmund Freud, that most of the things that we are not able to receive a kind of gratification during dreams, we begin to experience such things. So some are attracted by other desires. Also, for example, poetic impulse, musical impulse, and artistic impulse.